What's up, guys? This is Chris
and Blair from the Review Brothers. Giving you a little first exclusive look here, kind of our first ever exclusive. Microsoft sent us the Xbox One controller a week early.
Yeah. So far, it's actually really comfortable in my hands. It's a lot lighter. And we even put the batteries in. This is the charge kit, where you just plug it in with this micro USB, and it'll charge from there. So you can keep gaming and keep charging at the same time.
Yeah, what makes the charge kit is it has this certain battery that's rechargeable. Most the controllers do take batteries without this, but it comes with this as well to plug in and then charges at the top there to charge the
And it doesn't make it any bigger, doesn't make it weigh anymore. So that's really fluid and solid. Controller, I really like it. It feels good in my hands. The sticks are a little smaller, but that, I don't know, gives kind of more motion, range of motion with the sticks. It feels really comfortable. Just, I don't know, the way the triggers are placed, it kind of rounds around the edges into my fingers. It's pretty much everything you know and love about the 360, but made a little bit better.
Yeah, they didn't really need to change the controller that much, and they didn't for a good reason, because it was already the best in the industry. Initially, like what we said, right when you first hold this thing, you're like, wow, this is really light. My only complaint about it is that this is like a plastic. It's the same plastic that was on the Xbox, don't get me wrong, but I just would have like preferred maybe like a soft matte touch thing. Just holding it, I feel like, just something that wasn't so like plasticky, getting sweaty. It's going to be kind of the same sticky feeling that you always kind of have with controllers. But I was hoping with Xbox One they made it a little more premium, but you can't really complain because overall it's a good controller.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the little nipples right here are a little smaller, but the buttons are, I think the buttons are bigger actually, the AXYB. They look a little more round. Yeah. And then you have the center button here, which is actually kind of nice to touch. It's not that big clunky thing that's going to get stuck. This one's just more flat-edged, and it's just an easier button.
They updated the D-pad a little bit. It's more responsive, I guess, more of a click than kind of like that rock that the other one did. You weren't sure if you were hitting up, right, or left. It was kind of like you could hit the diagonal sometimes on accident. Yeah,
agreed. Another big positive is you don't hear that like that's the different noise. But on the old one, if you're doing like this, you'd be like, you could actually hear it. I kind of like how they soften that up a little bit. So if you're actually playing, it's actually pretty quiet now. Yeah. And then this button is exactly the same, but it's bigger, which is nice.
Just the way the triggers are laid out, though, it's kind of more rounded around at the edge, so you don't have to. They kind of like you can kind of just grace your finger around the corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Just makes something great into something even better.
Yeah, and in terms of like response time or something like that, I'm pretty sure it's not going to get any worse than the Xbox 360, which was amazing response time. So obviously we don't have the Xbox One yet, so we obviously can show you it in action, but I guess you don't really need to show the controller in action because you know what it's going to be like already.
And then I guess the second part of this is the charge cord, so let's see how long this baby is.
Yeah, this is our first sort of take on, because this is kind of big. If this is dying, you need a long charge cord.
I don't even know how long that is. What is it?
Probably 8-9 feet.
8 or 9 feet. Yeah, that's
it's
not
decent.
It's stretched out.
Yeah, so it gives it's at least not a little tiny one that you usually get with like the PlayStations that are only this big. That's pretty tough to charge. So that's nice. I like how big it is. But this is just a standard micro USB, so if you can get one of these anywhere basically, and you get like a 15-foot one if you want, it's still going to charge as well. So that's good.
But with this package deal, you do save $10 because this was $75. The controller itself is $60. And the charge kit's $25, so if you get it together, you save $10.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a great deal. Because you're probably going to want both anyway. Batteries are a thing of the past. I don't like them. Too expensive. So for me, this thing as a whole, buy.
Oh, yeah. Definitely buy. If you want to play with somebody, it's a buy. I mean, just easy.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy another controller, why not spend another $15 to get a charge port where if something dies when you're by yourself or whatever, that you can just charge it instantly and start playing instead of, got to run to the store and get batteries. So this, definite buy.
The width of it is actually maybe half an inch thinner. Start this review, we need to explain kind of what category this falls in. We think it doesn't necessarily